So here's an article from Bounding Into Comics. Rumour Emilia Clarke's Super Skrull Gaia to lead a group of British superheroes. This new rumour comes from scooper My Time to Shine Hello, who reports on X, she'll be back sooner than you think, getting to lead her own group of British-based superheroes. Oh, fantastic. Yet more MCU Mary Sue cringe. Gaia, for those of you who don't know, was the daughter of Talos from Secret Invasion, an abysmal recent MCU series focused on the character of Nick Fury. But the show did immense damage to his character, undermining him and insulting him on a regular basis. He was constantly put down, and in the end, he was even upstaged by Gaia in the final episode because she was the one who defeated the primary series bad guy, Gravik. There was a ridiculous plot point about how Nick Fury had apparently harvested the DNA of Avengers and other MCU characters from the final battle against Thanos from Endgame, and he put all this DNA into a vial called the Harvest, and then Gravik had his Skrull scientists build a machine that could use this substance to turn Skrulls into Super Skrulls, giving them superpowers. The final battle with Gaia and Gravik is just awful. The CGI is really poor. You have to wonder where the money went. I mean, look at this. It's like really bad Photoshop. So you can identify all the different Avengers powers that they make use of in this final fight. So this is the arm of Drax. Now, please help me make sense of this. Why are his tattoos there? How come this arm has Drax's tattoos? Right, it's only his DNA that was copied over. That wouldn't include body art, would it? They also make use of the DNA of Korg, Frost Beast, Hulk, obviously, Cull Obsidian, Captain Marvel, Mantis, and Thanos. But one of the stupidest moments is when Gravik makes use of Ebony Maw's DNA. Now, Ebony Maw is this guy who fought Iron Man and Doctor Strange in the beginning of Infinity War. Yeah, I didn't know that was his name either, to be honest. Now, you can clearly see that Gravik, when he makes use of Ebony Maw's DNA, he's actually wearing his rings on his fingers because Ebony Maw had these rings. Okay? That's kind of weird, isn't it? Why would his rings be part of his DNA? Last time I checked, jewelry wasn't part of a person's DNA. Okay? It just gives you the idea of the kind of high quality writing on this Secret Invasion series. But above all, the idea that Gaia would become this new lead character is not surprising, considering, in my opinion, everything about her passes the Mary Sue test. She's also fairly lifeless, sullen. She doesn't come across as especially likable as a character. She's no charisma or dynamism. She's just broody and wooden. And don't get me wrong, Emilia Clarke is a fine actress, but she's just not given very much to work with. And now the character of Gaia has become this unbelievably powerful being who has the superpowers of multiple MCU characters. Abilities that she didn't earn. She was just given, and she hasn't had any time to learn how to control them, but apparently she knows, like, right out of the gate. So there's no appreciation of the idea of with great power comes great responsibility. The entire end fight with Gravik just feels like a video game. They're both unlocking new abilities, all belonging to other, better characters, and they seem to have complete mastery over these powers, right? I mean, part of the fun of a good superhero origin story, whether it's Batman or Iron Man or Superman or Spider-Man, whoever, it's seeing them learn how to control their superhero abilities, be they technological or supernatural ones. Learning to contain and harness their power, to channel it, to focus it, so that they can be as effective as possible. Initially, they're making mistakes, and it can be entertaining to see them learn through trial and error, but there's great satisfaction in seeing them develop into the strong heroes we know and love. That's part of the hero's journey. The issue with the feminist superheroes is that these characters are basically perfect, all-powerful, capable and competent with their abilities right from the very start. They have no need to go through any kind of period of growth, humility, or self-improvement. So there's nothing relatable about such characters. They don't capture the imagination. They're purely feminist archetypes written in such a way that subverts expectations of what a superhero and indeed a protagonist is supposed to be. And as a result, they lack all the core ingredients that make a great protagonist or a compelling character in general, because you can't empathize with an unrelatable character that has no human weaknesses. They don't seem to have any vulnerabilities to overcome. Mary Sue characters are basically perfect from the start. That's why Captain Marvel never had to learn anything. Carol Danvers is told over and over again in that movie that she was always amazing, and so long as the Supreme Intelligence and Jude Law's character and the thing on her neck would just stop holding her back, she could be this ultimate messianic superhero who can fly through spaceships and do incredible things. And likewise, Rey in Star Wars, she doesn't have to go through the same rite of passage and learning curve that Luke Skywalker did when he was learning the Force. It just seems to come to her naturally. She picks up the Force in no time. And I think it's the same here with this character of Gaia. There's no reason why she should be any stronger or better than Gravik. But she's a female character, and so she bests him despite their powers probably being close to equal. And if this rumor is true, which wouldn't surprise me, she can go on now and become the next big all-powerful superhero of the MCU, and apparently she'll go on and lead a group of British superheroes despite having shown no signs of an aptitude for leadership. Have lessons been learned, folks? It doesn't sound like it to me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.